We've seen throughout this country that so many folks are willing and taking it upon themselves to do something for the doctors and the nurses that are on the front lines of this pandemic. These doctors and nurses often logging long suffering hours, putting their own health on the line to make sure that we are not exposed and are suffering. One woman from Bay Shore is taking it upon herself to go out of her way to say thank you, one pair of sneakers at a time. Ajon Crump's cousin Danielle, a mother of three, is a nurse on the front lines of this pandemic.
And she's been a nurse for a while in so many different capacities. So I had a good understanding of all that takes.
Crump, in her own words, an avid walker, needed a new pair of sneakers. It was her cousin's birthday, and that, she says, spurred on a whole new dynamic to just buying sneakers.
And I could only imagine if my feet are uncomfortable for walking for a couple of hours, that people who are on their feet for 12 to 15-hour shifts could use new sneakers. And I think that it's not something that everybody thinks about.
With that concept in mind, Crump purchased the sneakers. Her heartfelt sacrifice began to grow, not only locally on Long Island, but the idea has developed angel wings of its own, taking flight across the country using the hashtag Nikes for Nurses.
New Orleans, California, Boston, Kentucky, Minnesota.
Crump, a Mac technician at the Genius Bar, now a customer service rep at home, needed the funds to fulfill the growing need for the footwear. Money flowed in from donors who read her story.
There are people going into these spaces where the virus is very alive, and they're responsible for just so much. They're responsible really for getting us back on track.
For that, Ajon Crump says thank you.
We're doing our part by staying at home, but they're sacrificing so much, and I really cannot express my gratitude enough. If there's anything more I could do, I would. I can't even say it enough. Thank you, thank you.
Such a great story, and Ajon, we praise you for your wonderful spirit. She says that her original goal to raise $7,500 and give away at least 100 pair of sneakers has long been surpassed. She says as long as the money keeps coming in, even after this virus passes, she still plans on giving sneakers and footwear away to her frontline heroes.